Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel Hebrew Jamaican Coolie. Back again with another video. My wife Ashley is going to be joining us soon. She's making a bun right now in the kitchen, and she said as soon as she puts it in the oven, she will come and she will join in. Again, a lot of interesting things have been taking place. A lot of interesting things, and I don't want to bore you by the intro. So we're going to get right into it. First, we're going to start with this video. Again, I've shown this video many times, but I want to show it again. This video, I made this video on the 17th of December, and this was about dreaming about, airplanes crashing out of the sky. This is my proof that I've actually made this video. I've made this video several times on YouTube, but me making so many videos, it's gonna be hard to go and pinpoint and find that one video that I've talked about with this type of situation happening. Now it's coming to pass.
All of a sudden, like, planes were dropping out of the sky. Military helicopters were just dropping out of the sky. I mean, like, just literally they were flying and then they just fell out of the sky as if they were hit by an EMP pulse. And then a great earthquake happened. And everybody was running. And I grabbed my wife, we jumped into a car, started to drive, and trying to make it back home. But the home that we made it back home to was my home in Jamaica. So when we got there, we see that most houses were devastated.
All right, so as you heard in the video, you heard me saying that literally planes were dropping out of the sky, military planes were dropping out of the sky, military helicopters were dropping out of the sky. Now let me even start here. Let me start at this point in time. Let me look for this video in particular, right? Let's start with this video right here, right? So this was done on, this incident happened. Let me look at when this incident happened. This happened in January 29, which is a month and a week after work, after I made after I told you guys about my dream. All right, after I told you guys about my dream, this started to happen. This is when we start to notice this start happening, right? I complained to you guys too as well that there were a lot of airplanes and stuff flying low to the house, like constantly flying low, and I was complaining about it every single day to my wife, saying, hey, these planes are flying too low to the house, and eventually one of them is going to crash into our home. And so said, so done. The Philadelphia plane crash happened, but that's not what I'm really here to talk about yet. You understand? So let's talk about this one. This is the current one right now. This is Delta. That's the first crash, right? Look at this Delta plane crash.
Oh no.
Luckily, all 80 people that were aboard, they were evacuated safely. They survived. Give thanks and praise to the Most High for any of their lives right now. You understand? All right. So right now we have that, and then now this is the aftermath of the situation itself.
We just landed. Our plane crashed.
All right. So the pilots included, got off really safe and stuff. All right. This is a military aircraft. All right, and this was on, I don't know when this one was on, but it seems as if it was January 29, 2 days after that's 2 days after the Black Hawk helicopter and the commercial jet crashing. 2 days after that. All right, and then the Delta is just basically yesterday or 2 days ago. I'm sure it was yesterday. All right, Delta was yesterday. All right, so as you can see, what's happening is a lot of aircraft are just literally dropping out of the sky and nobody can tell us what's going on. And as I said before, in the dream, it was as if it was an EMP pulse. It could be something else because we're seeing orbs, and these orbs could be hitting these aircrafts out of the sky, right? And as I've said before, when these aircrafts, a lot of these aircrafts that are crashing and hitting down and stuff like that, like look at the military aircraft that just crashed. That's like if it was hit by a missile or EMP pulse. There's no other way that the aircraft should be crashing out of the sky like that, unless those are the things that happen. You understand? And then we had this one about 5 days ago, right? Last week. This is another military aircraft crashing out of the sky. Right? Let me start over the video. Right? You see how fast that hits into the ground? Look. See that? Look at that. Why are aircrafts at this point in time? Why are aircrafts just literally dropping out of the sky right now? Aircrafts are literally dropping out of the sky. They're literally dropping out of the sky right now. It's raining aircrafts. It's raining airplanes. Hallelujah. It's raining airplanes. Hey, hey. That's literally what's happening right now. That is literally what's happening right now, right? Look at this one, right? That's the Philadelphia. Do you see it? All right, let's rewind it again. All right. I hope you guys listen, man. So far, I've shown you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, right? The one before I showed you the Black Hawk and that this one is 2, 3, 4, 5, and then now this one too as well. This was the 7th of February, right? This one was the 7th of February.
The small commuter plane went down on its way to the community of Nome after taking off yesterday afternoon. The wreckage was located today on sea ice. Radar shows the plane experienced a rapid loss in elevation and a rapid loss in speed.
This seems to be a rapid increase of a downfall of this nation, right? Rapid increase of the downfall of this nation right now. A lot of planes just are like literally, and I'm going to tell you what I think after this, right? I'm going to tell you what I think after this, because I want you guys to understand what is actually happening. I want you guys to understand what is actually happening. You understand? Because I do believe that all of this is intentional to prevent people from going on airplanes when the time comes, right? I believe that all of this is intentional right now, right? But before I get on to the next topic, let me just say this. I hope everybody is paying attention, and I hope everybody is preparing for the time of tribulation that is obviously coming upon this nation and nations globally. Because believe it or not, if America suffers, it's not going to be suffering by itself. Everyone is going to suffer. You understand? So anyway, let me move on to this next topic quickly, then we'll get into some Bible verses. You understand? Because I want to touch on this topic.
Shut down Medicaid. Donald Trump gave Donald Trump placed a federal funding freeze which shut down Medicaid. Donald Trump gave orders to pause all federal grants and loans, and now people can't access Medicaid, which is a
over 70 million Americans are on Medicaid. And the man has frozen Medicaid.
Can you imagine? You know how crazy it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to be like this. Let's imagine if you have to go to surgery today or tomorrow, right?
Hold on, this is
medical care program that helps low-income families and covers over 70 million Americans. Children that need medication. Oh, wow. Children will not receive any medication. Hospitals and their employees will not be paid. And people that need life-threatening procedures will be denied
in all 50 states. All 50 states. You cannot look at me and tell me that this is not a personal attack on the American people. That's number one. Number two, this is actually an attack on black people. And we know why it's an attack on black people. It's an attack on black people to cut them off. Because, black people, they believe that, black people are the people who receive these benefits more than anybody else, which is actually not true. These benefits weren't even created for black people. It was created for the white people in the country. You understand? And to disenfranchise black people from getting the help. Now, black people by proximity receive these benefits, but it's not black people who benefit from these benefits. And the thing about it is this, is that white Americans in particular, we have this scene in Jamaica when a woman will bite off her nose to spite her face. It means that white Americans will hurt themselves as long as black people don't get the benefit of it. You understand? They will hurt they will hurt themselves severely to prevent you from benefiting from it. And that is actually what's going on. The white people who are actually affected by this, they're basically seen as collateral damage, and that's what I believe it is right now. They don't care that other white people who are on Medicaid are being affected. They don't care about their children being affected. They don't care about their grandmas, their grandpas, their babies, their sick kids with cancer, all of that stuff. They don't care about none of that. The fact of the matter is their target is black people, and that's who they really want to affect and hurt by doing all of this. No matter what people say, the target is never white people. It has never been white people in this country.
They're collateral damage.
Right. They're just collateral damage for the people that they're really attacking. The people that they want to hurt at this point in time is black people, and cutting off all these programs, welfare, cutting off this, cutting off that, is not to cut it off for white people. They're cutting it off because black people are on it. And I've said this years ago, if there were no white people on welfare, it wouldn't exist. It wouldn't exist. The reason why welfare existed, it existed for white people. It never existed for black people. And again, black people get it because of their proximity in America. That's the only reason that they're able to get it. You understand what I'm saying? They don't get it because of being an American and being a black American. No, they get it because they say that everybody's an American and stuff like that, and because it would say that they're doing harm to their own people, which is black people in America right now.
If you this video, this actually explains why Medicare was invented.
Okay, get to the part where it talks about it.
But you
all right, so let me look it up right now. All right, let me look up this video right now about why Medicare, and let me get into this next topic first.
Okay.
All right, look at this. Look at this.
Let me see.
Is asking the Supreme Court to step in and allow the president to fire the head of an independent federal agency tasked with protecting whistleblowers. More federal workers are expected to be fired.
So as people basically come out and say, hey, this is what the government is doing to our people and stuff like that. Now he wants to fire all those people. But look at it. I said it before and let me say it again. I said it before and let me say it again. Right? If you look at the movie Civil War, this is what the president did. He got rid of all the checks and balances that kept his power in check, that kept him from acting like a dictator, and basically it caused civil war. Now with that being gone, this being gone, he can run for a third term, fourth term, fifth term, sixth term, you understand, and do whatever he feels like by so-called executive power. You understand? And a lot of you are not getting what's actually happening. The thing of the matter is that we as Israel, they're trying to cut us off from being a nation a second time, because we are basically waking up, right? Psalms 83:4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in their remembrance. And the reason why this is happening is that we're waking up. The great awakening is happening. We're waking up to our true selves worldwide. You might be seeing it in America more, because America is basically spiritual Babylon. But worldwide, if you look worldwide, people are preaching worldwide. Even in Jamaica, you have people preaching that we are the true Hebrews. You understand? Worldwide, you see it in the UK, you see it in Canada, you see it all over the world where our people have been scattered. The message is reaching them and telling them that you are the chosen people of the book. You are the people that received the curses of Deuteronomy chapter 28, and that you must wake up to being the chosen people of the Most High and repent and turn to the Most High. Return to the Most High. Change your heart from what you're doing and change it back to the Most High. That is exactly what's happening worldwide. And what they're trying to do is to isolate us, especially here in America. Like I said before, the attack is not on white people or anybody else. The attack is on black people and preventing them from getting help, because they know that black people don't really and truly have the monetary resources to flee America when the time comes. More white people than black people have the resources, the monetary resources, to buy a plane ticket when they see when they see the shit hitting the fan and run. Black people have to hunker down. And that's the whole reason for the deportations right now. A lot of black people not realizing that this is the reason for the deportation. They're not understanding that this is the reason for the deportation. You understand? The reason for the deportation, let me explain that to you again. The reason for the deportation is that we're wakening up. We're telling the Mexicans, everybody that's here, that you are a Hebrew, and they're basically trying to kick people out of the country so that you do not unite with them, because Judah is supposed to be leading the charge. Judah is actually the black Americans. We Jamaicans are the Benjamites, which is actually the ravenous wolves that Judah is supposed to send out there to do the fighting and things like that, while Judah leads. So with this happening now, they're basically trying to cut us off from each other. They're trying to cut us off from being a nation, one whole nation under the Most High, so that we don't remember. We're remembering, but they say no, we can't allow them to continue to remember. We have to cut them off from that. You understand right now? And let me go to this right now, right? As I'm having these dreams, as they become more vivid, more lucid, and the easier for me to remember, right? You have to remember this. It shall come to pass. Joel 2:28 and Acts 2:17. As I've said before in scripture, the Most High always is consistent. He says it once and then he's going to say it again. And it shall come to pass in the last days, saith Yahweh, I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. And your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. See, that's Acts 2:17. Joel 2:28 says the same thing. The Most High is always consistent. Joel is Old Testament. Acts is New Testament. Some of you people just only want, you Christians just want, oh, only New Testament here. Only new. See there, it's in the New Testament and in the Old Testament. The Most High is repeating his words to you people. You understand? Prophesying is happening. Prophecy is happening. You're seeing visions of the end. You're seeing the visions of what's happening. You're seeing the visions of the foretelling of what is to come. And these visions are not for you to basically just say, oh, I'm a prophet. No, these visions are actually a warning for you to start preparing yourself for the time that is actually coming upon us, and it's soon coming. It is not it's basically, it's literally around the corner. Like I told you this before, we are in heavy labor. It's increasing in intensity. The dilation is opening up. We're probably at what, 2? You believe? You think we're at 2?
Are we
3 or 4?
about to go into active labor?
We're about to go into active labor. For those of you who do not understand that jargon, dilation is how
The
cervix widening and opening and getting ready for the baby to be able to pass through it.
The diameter of the cervix.
So the smaller it is, the smaller the diameter is, the baby can pass through. So the more it opens up is the more contractions the woman starts to feel, and the frequency of the contractions that start to happen to continue to open it up. You understand what I'm saying? What you're seeing is a increase in frequency and intensity of what is happening. You people think it's all about deportation. It's not all about deportation alone. It's about cutting off the Hebrew people from outside help and isolating them from even the people on the land that they're on right now, so that these people will turn around and attack them. Because that is literally what's coming. That's why a lot of you need to wake up and stop thinking that you're an ally to these people. Now, oh, I voted for Donald Trump. You know, Donald Trump is doing what he's standing 10 toes down. He's doing what you really and truly known for years. You people known for years that these people have always been your enemies and literally turning your back. Honestly, there are people that's literally turning their back to these people right now, thinking that these people are not going to cut it wide open. You literally believe that these people not coming for you. This is just a brief, they've always been coming for you, but this is just a brief moment that they're not. It's probably just 1 month, but they're already showing you through rules, laws, and legislations that you're still not off the hook. This is not a moment to breathe. Like I said before, like just a couple of days alone in last week, we had that moment of reprieve where nothing kind of happened. This happens in pregnancy. After the contractions are over, you get a little moment to breathe and get your strength back, because a bigger push is getting ready to happen. A bigger contraction is coming. People, you need to wake up and stop slumbering. Now is the time to wake. Let me put that scripture up, because you people don't understand what is literally going on right now. And that, knowing the time that is now, it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying. It is now time to awaken out of sleep. Black people, Uno for wake up out of sleep. I talk to Jamaican people too as well. Uno need to stop this whole heap of back chasing foolishness and wake up spiritually to what is going on, because in a moment in time, none of this is going to matter. Your roles, your titles, your money, none of this is going to have any value at that point in time when the shit really and truly hits the fan. It is high time we stop this foolishness of constantly sleeping, of constantly turning a blind eye to what is taking place, of constantly, oh, it's a conspiracy theory, you don't know what you're talking about, everything is okay, everything is normal. There's nothing normal about what is going on right now, especially in Mystery Babylon right now. Nothing is normal. You have people literally, you have families literally be torn apart, and you have people that are ecstatic and at joy for all of this. They tore our ancestors apart. They sold our ancestors. They sold their children, took suckling babies from mothers and sold them. And you have our people who are ecstatic and joyful of this happening to other people. When did we lose this type of compassion, of understanding? So just because it happened to our people, it should happen to somebody else? Oh, they shouldn't come here illegally. So okay, they came here illegally and stuff like that, so they should be torn away from their children. Explain that to me. Explain the righteousness behind that. Explain that being okay. None of you can ever look at me and explain that this is okay to happen to them. Oh, they shouldn't have come here illegally. Also, they came here illegally, so it's okay for them to be torn away from their families. Little children who don't even speak the language to be torn away from their families. That is spiritual wickedness, and anybody who is complicit with their words, with that, you're going, trust me, judgment of the Most High is going to be upon you. It don't matter if you're of the house of Israel or not. The judgment of the Most High is going to be upon you. For those people, did you forget how these people were rounding up Haitian people in water like they were cattle? I'm not even talking about white immigrants that come over here and are not harassed or anything like that. I'm talking about that they only do this to a certain skin color of people, and you people never pay attention to that. And all you people can talk about is, oh, they should have voted for Kamala. See, we told you. So just because they didn't vote for Kamala, just because, listen to me, and I know you people aren't stupid. There was no way she was gonna win. There's no way that white people were going to allow her in particular to win. You literally sit down and think that the voting system has been fair. You literally sit down and think that the white men in power are going to allow a black person, much less a black woman, to be you really and truly sat there and thought that they were going to be okay and make that happen? And your cop out for having a lack of compassion, right? This is literally punching down. And yes, some of the immigrants, they're punching down too. They're punching down on black people instead of the people that are causing harm to them, right? They're punching down too, right? Black people don't have nothing to do with that. Who are the ICE agents? Most of the ICE agents are not even black. I've seen videos of only one ICE agent that's black. One ICE agent out of the hundreds of and thousands of ICE agents that are white. You people are mad at black people. Explain that to me. How is it that out of all the things that the white people are doing to you, you manage to come on TikTok and complain about black people? And black people, explain to me how how is this okay for children and parents to be separated and locked in cages as our ancestors were? We are better than this. We are better than these people. We're not like them because now a lot of you sound like them. You act like them. As a matter of fact, all we have to do is change your skin color and you are them. You're no better than them now when you're speaking like this, acting like this. Oh, I'm going to call this on them. Yeah, me go. Yeah, they gotta go. What warrants this type of anger? What warrants this type of action against a lot of the people that do you nothing? Yes, again, I'm not excusing none of them. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying, I'm asking questions. What warrants it? What makes it okay for you to do that to them? Um, was that? No, I never want to talk to about that. Sorry. So I want to go back to my point of helping you guys understand that basically, this is where we're at right now. Luke 21:25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Perplexity means confusion, chaos, trouble, problems. This is the first I've ever seen like Americans they're at a rate, even white people at a rate of anxiety that I've never seen white people at before. While the rest of us are just praising the Most High and being calm about the situation, I'm seeing a level of anxiety from white people in particular that I've never, and they are voicing their level of anxiety. And what I'm seeing from black people is total calmness.
This is nothing to us. We've
Been living this way your entire life. There's no other way to live. You can't complain about it.
No fire.
You understand? No, there's fire, but
Yeah, but like, it's not life.
and it's like that meme. It's the meme with the dog with the cup in hell. I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's this meme right here. That's the meme. It's literally black people right now. That's literally black people right now. See, look, this is. Oops. I thought it would just like. This is fine. It's literally black people right now. You understand? People, listen to me. We have to awaken out of sleep. We have to awaken out of sleep. We have to, like I said before, one of the main things that you should be doing is fasting. And not just fasting spiritually, but physically teaching your body to forego eating meals. You understand? Start with a 1 day fast. Like I said before, Ashley and I, we started out doing a Tuesday and Thursday fast every other day. We were fasting, no meals for the whole day, and we ate the next day. Or eat one meal a day. Don't eat during the day, eat only at night. Number two, then go to the Isaiah fast. That fast actually brings spiritual results. That fast also brings spiritual answers. The Isaiah fast. And maybe we're gonna go through the different type of fast and what they do. You understand? Because I believe that we're supposed to be fasting then Kick it up a notch. Do a 1 week fast. No eating and no drinking, no sugar. Just drink tea, drink water, and just manage for 7 days. Or just do even a work week fast. 5 days for the week. And then get on back on it. One thing you have to be careful of is refeed syndrome. It's very dangerous. You might feel okay, but what nearly happened to me is that I almost passed out. I got dizzy, like after I ate the meal and I felt good, I almost passed out. Like I stood up and I felt like I was gonna drop down. So be careful of refeed syndrome.
You need to start with water. You need to start with watermelon 1st.
Start with a fruit first, like
water, not apples or anything, like water, actually watery fruit, something with a lot of electrolytes in it, so your body gets used to eating again. So what can happen is it's an electrolyte balance that happens. Like you're going like basically wild food, so you don't. A lot of times we don't even think about taking like liquid IV or something to replenish ourselves.
Yeah,
so you actually eat and you hit your body with all these electrolytes, and then the electrolytes imbalance happens, and then you're dizzy. You start getting heart palpitations, and a lot of people actually have, died from
refeed syndrome. So one of the next thing too I also want to say is that you can also go on a no meat fast, just having fruits and vegetables the whole week.
Daniel fast.
Yes, the Daniel fast. Thank you, baby. Go on a Daniel fast, doing only fruits and vegetables, and no strong drink, meaning no sweet drinks like juices, and no alcohol. You understand? But I think they still drank grape juice, right? Yeah, I gotta try to remember that too. Right? But one of the main things is that we should be fasting and preparing our bodies spiritually, physically. Work out, lift weights. You understand? Jog. Start working your body out and preparing so that your body is in shape to basically move when you need to move, fight when you need to fight, protect yourself when you need to protect yourself, and just fit in general. You're not starving like everybody else. Your body is used to not eating, because listen. We have 4 children. Our mother-in-law is no longer with us. She was the main person we were worried about, and we're praying that when the time comes, that the Most High, because she's 70, what? She's 78. No, she turned 78.
77.
She turned 76. She was 70. You sure?
She's 77.
Because remember, her birthday just gone, Okay, so she's now 77. We're praying that the Most High takes her when the time comes. You understand? We pray that so that she doesn't have to go through all the horrific events that are going to be taking place. And children are the most vulnerable in our society. People take advantage of them, and the time is coming where people are going to start, looking at one another as a piece of meat to be had.
And you remember what the Most High, why he hates the Amalekites, which is Esau, essentially. They didn't have respect for the young or the old.
We talk about this all the time. So we have to go back to this again. The Most High says in His Word that He will forever hate the Amalekites. They had no respect for the old or the young. So you have to understand that they not care gender, they not care age. Everybody is going to be destroyed by them. You understand? And completely wiped out by them. That's their attitude. That's how Amalekites are. You understand? Amalekites don't have no partiality. They're not partial. You understand? They're not a partial people. Then just basically do what them want to do to whoever them want to do it to, as long as they are allowed to do it.
There's nothing new under the sun, so it's in their nature to act like that. The thing that has been shall be. So I don't expect anything but
evil
out of them. Just like if I see a bee, I expect it to sting me. I see a spider, I expect it to bite me. I see an Amalekite, and I expect it to hurt me.
Yep. And this is how we're supposed to actually be living and being wary of them, because they are also very cunning people as well. You understand? Their women are very cunning, and that's why the men send the women out there to entrap us. You understand? The women trap other women, and the women trap other men too as well. So in these times, we have to be wary of the people that are around us. We need to start assembling, praising the Most High, helping each other out. There are a lot of us that are struggling right now to get by. You understand? We have a lot of camps, and I'm hoping that the camps are helping its people. You see, because as much as it is right now to teach our people, you can't teach anybody that's hungry, because his focus is going to be on his belly. And the scriptures talk about that all the time. You understand? But
Yeah, so I don't expect nothing, especially if you live in close proximity of them. When they run out of food, first place they coming.
Yep, because they know that we know how to survive. We know how to let stuff last. They're coming. They will come to us. They're not going to go to their own people. And first and foremost, they are going to band together and come into the neighborhoods.
It's just not going to be one or two.
It's not going to be. It's going to be a whole, like 12, a cadre, 20 out of them at one house trying to take on that one person. And if we are not together, like when we see them coming, we're supposed to rack up. Even if you all go into one house and submit them into that one house, and we just go in and bottleneck them in there, that's how we're gonna have to rack. The time is coming. You cannot tell me that the time is not coming, because the sent away the farm workers, you know what? Let's even go to that video right now. Farmers are being cut off at this point in time from federal funding. Right.
Just think about it. If I'm a farmer, right? I count on that money to feed my chicken, goats, and horses. If they need medical, for me to call the vet, and on top of that, I don't have nobody to pick my fruits, my vegetables, to get all together, all these eggs, to put them in the cartons to get ready to get shipped off the way they need to get shipped off.
In the last two presidential elections, farmers voted overwhelmingly for Donald Trump. But now some farmers are saying his efforts to cut the government are causing major financial pressure. William Brangham has more.
Jeff, two of the biggest changes affecting farmers are a freeze on some USDA programs and a near shut.
Many been reading all week. I've been watching videos all week. A lot of farmers are saying that they will lose their farms. So you kicked out their workers, then you're taking their farms, which some of them even live off of their farms. Some of these farmers live off of their farms.
It's not that we say live off of to eat. Not just
to eat their own crops. They grow their own crops. They eat their own crops. That's why many farmers are wealthy. They're able to eat their own food. They don't have to go out there and buy nothing excessive like how we have to go out there and buy stuff. Yeah. And now we're losing the farms. I don't know how Pennsylvania look. Maybe I need to research Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is a farming state where that's why things aren't as expensive in Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania, New Jersey. I don't know about New York, but Pennsylvania, New Jersey are farming states. That's why New Jersey is known as the Garden State, because it looks like New Jersey basically farms and stuff like that. And Pennsylvania does the same thing. Like, we drive for an hour and we're at farms. In Pennsylvania, we don't even have to drive for an hour. We can drive for half an hour out of Philly and find farms. And there are farms in Philly too. Like very small farms, but they are there. There's a farm up the street from us. You understand? An animal farm. I don't know how big it is. I mean, one day I want to take the kids there for a trip. But there's an animal farm. You understand what I'm saying? So farmers are losing their aid. Listen, people, if you are not paying attention to what is actually taking place, and I said it on my TikTok, but let me say it here. Americans in particular, you're being isolated. When all these planes are crashing, you're going to become fearful. You're not going to want to travel. You're not going to go. You're not going to want to leave outside of the country. Meaning that when the time comes, when what they have planned to execute begins to be executed, you are not going to feel comfortable in taking a plane to run away. That's number one, because you're gonna some of you are gonna have the foretelling to say, wait, if him do this, shit gonna hit the fan immediately. Let me take a plane right now and leave. But you're gonna be like, shit, I can't take a plane because planes are crashing. And what are the chances that if I take this plane, this is gonna be the plane that crashes with me on it? So you're gonna be afraid from when oh, let me run to Mexico. No, I can't run to Mexico because Mexico now says that you need to have a visa. And Mexico is now deporting Americans. It has started to deport. Yeah, you don't know because you can't see it because of Google. You might have to go change a VPN.
And not only that, you have to like literally,
or maybe look on TikTok too.
You have to look at certain websites. You have to go on like I don't know if I'm saying this right, like One News. Like you have to go on the other news stations. You can't just type in news because what's going to populate is American news, which is nothing. It's just going to show Trump being great, especially if you go on like Fox and like the other ones and stuff like that. CNN may give you a little bit, but they're not giving you all of it. You're gonna have to go like it's WOIN, I believe. One, that's a good website. And I'm seeing a lot. You're gonna have to go on like the Israeli websites as well and just click on the subtitles to see what's going on. That's how you have to get the news now.
America is in trouble. Americans are in trouble. Like no matter how much the president and the government. Well, I don't believe it's the government at this point in time because strategically, when you flex muscle, you have to flex muscles in a different way. But it just seems like he's trying to use brute force to flex muscles, and nobody is buying it. Worldwide, people are just telling America to go F yourself. And Americans are not being told that people are literally showing America that you don't have the power that you used to have. So famine is coming. Famine of, food. That's number one. And then famine of the word is right coming along with that.
I said in the last video, y'all keep laughing at these brews on the street. Y'all think they're an annoyance. Y'all walk across the street when y'all see them. And
you mock them and you mock them.
Avoid them, walk all fast and stuff. It's going to come a day when you're going to be like, oh, snap.
They were right.
Let me go. Is it Saturday? Is it Saturday? Let me
try to find their church.
Let me go downtown. If I can even make it downtown, the bus is probably going to start running at this point. You can't even drive. You ain't got the money for no gas because the gas price is so high. Let me try to walk down to the city to try to see if the brews are there. And they not.
Because everybody's gonna be like running into the wilderness right now. They're
gonna be grabbing onto the skirt of him, who is a Jew.
That's what's gonna be taking place soon. I don't think that America has much longer because with the ramping up of what's going on right now, it's only increasing in frequency and intensity, as I've said before. And I don't know. We don't know how much time we got left. The only thing that we can say is you gotta continue to prepare. Try to buy what you can. If you can afford something. Like I said before, one of the main things I've told the people before, if you have $20 and you go into Aldi's, you can get a 26-pack of sausages, like tin sausages that we love in Jamaica and stuff like that. Those tin sausages are cheap. They're like 96 cents for one. So if you go in there with $20 and stuff like that, you can get 26 in a case. And if you like every week buy 26 a case, put it down, put it in storage. Buy oatmeal. You understand? Oatmeal is good. It gives you strength and you can eat it raw. You understand? You can eat oatmeal without anything. People, this is not the time to be lollygagging. This is not
filters as well because just in case you need to go to a water find some water, or you're gonna have to get it from somewhere. It's gonna be dirty. You gotta learn how to
Get a water catchment too. You know, I bought that little thing from off of TikTok shop when the time was there when they were advertising it. You understand? And I'm gonna start setting it up outside to start catching water and put a filter in it. You understand? Listen to me, people. The time is drawn. Like, you people don't understand the severity of what is going on. Now, people are still asleep and not paying attention. I'm not saying stop your daily life. No, please go to work. You have to pay your bills. You have to provide for your family. I'm still working. I'm still working. I'm still out there. You understand? I lost my job a couple of months ago. I went out there and I Ubered. You understand? And I'm getting another job now, you know, electrical job and stuff like that. You know what I mean? On next week. But you gotta still go out there, but your mind should not even be on these things, because at any point in time you have to have a plan. Say, yo, honey, wherever I am.
You need to make a contingency plan in the event that you are separated. Y'all need to make a house, especially if you know other brews and stuff, or people that you think you can trust, which is going to be the brews, because your brother's going to be giving you up, your friends of 20 years and going to be giving you up
For a morsel of bread.
for a morsel of bread. And they may not even get the damn bread. Like, ha ha ha.
Sorry, go ahead, baby.
I was just saying, like, y'all need to make a contingency plan. Y'all need to know where the camps are. Even if y'all don't join a camp, y'all need to know where they at.
So you can go for help.
Yep.
Because they're not gonna turn. I don't believe, unless they're gonna say, well, you weren't prepared, we can't take you in.
And as people start waking up, if you see on the block somebody got fringes on and you don't believe yet, if you so lucky, you need to know where their houses is at. When you see that lady up the street walking her kids with the fringes on, you don't have to say no. Just know where she at. You see that? You see her husband walking, coming home from work with them fringes on or whatever, or just walking outside in general. You need to know.
And let me tell you something. We met with a person. We don't want to tell you this person is. This person is a worker. This is an accountant. And you know, this person is actually seeing what's going on. This is an accountant. An accountant. You understand? Somebody who is in a daily 9 to 5 life, talking with my wife about what's actually taking place. If regular people are noticing what is going on and saying that, listen, something is getting ready to come down the pipeline, why are you not preparing yourselves for this? You must prepare for the time to come, people, because it is upon us. And it will catch you with your pants down. And then when you go to people, oh, listen, a time of lawlessness is coming. That's the next thing I gotta tell you. A time of lawlessness is coming. But you know what? One of these days we're gonna be doing a live. One of these nights we're gonna be, probably tomorrow night. Tomorrow night we're gonna be doing a live. We're gonna talk, and you know, hopefully some of you can join. And even if you don't join on, this message is for people who see it, because I don't care if it's only 11 people, because when I look at the video I only see like 11 views, 17 views. Listen, if you are seeing this video, it is for you. If you are seeing this video, this message is for you. Perilous times are coming, and the reason why the Most High has allowed you to see this video is because the Most High, through us and through other people, are sending you warning messages. You need to prepare for the time to come, because it's not going to be a laughing matter. It's not going to be a laughing matter. It's going to be a time of great sorrow. But anyway, people, I hope you people are staying safe, that you're paying attention to your surroundings and to people around you. Be aware of them as well. Be prepared for the time to come. Enough love and blessings. Peace. We are out.